Yes, a very pleasant morning to all of you. Today, I, Richa Parekh from St. Thomas High School, Mahua, am here to further continue with the subject of social science for the students of class 8th. My dear students, during the last lecture, we completed unit number 4, that is Nationalism in India. So today, we are going to start with a very new chapter, that is the Supreme Court. So, my dear students, you all must be familiar with the word Supreme Court. In the first semester, we discussed about the court and the law system, how the constitution was formed, what are the rights given to the people of India. Today, we are going to study in detail about the Supreme Court. As you all know, that Supreme Court is the highest institution in which the final judgment is derived about any of the cases which are discussed on the national level. So here, let us read and think. Law is required for the safety and welfare of the people. When any citizen or institution breaks any law, a specific process is followed to address the issue. There is a hierarchy of courts to impart justice in our country. It starts with the Taluka court as the lowest court, succeeded by the district court, the high court, and the supreme court. The judiciary is one of the most important organs of the government, and judiciary is kept independent from legislature and executive. So when we need to work with a proper safety, work for the proper safety and welfare of the people, we require law. So when anything happens in the country, when any citizen or an institution breaks a law, a proper process is to be followed to see and look after the issue. There, Thus, there is a hierarchy of the courts which imparts justice in our country. That means there is a full chain of the courts which imparts justice on any decision. It starts with the lowest court, that is considered as Taluka court of any particular area, which succeeded by the district court of that area. Then the superior to the district court is High Court, and the most superior court is considered as the Supreme Court. The judiciary is the most important organ of the government, and it is always kept independent. That means it is not liable to the legislature and the executive organs of the government. What does independent judiciary mean? Is there any relation between the courts in your village or city and the Supreme Court located in Delhi? You will get the answer for these questions in this chapter. So, how can we consider that whether the Supreme Court is connected with the sub courts in the district or the taluka of our state? So, we are going to get the answer and we will study the detail that how the law is followed and framed and how the justice of the Supreme Court is derived. The Supreme Court is the highest among all the courts in the nation. It came into existence on 28 January 1950. It holds the right of conferring the fundamental rights granted to us by the Constitution. So, what is Supreme Court? What is the role of the Supreme Court? The Supreme Court is the highest among all the courts in our nation, and it came into existence. That means the law, the Supreme Court came into force on 20th of January 1950. Supreme Court has the right of giving the fundamental rights which are granted by the Constitution of India. Citizens have the right to file an appeal directly in the Supreme Court if any of his or her fundamental rights has been violated. Any citizen or institution can file a petition in the Supreme Court to avail justice in the view of public interest. This is known as public interest litigation. So, how does a Supreme Court work? The citizen, being a citizen of India, a person can directly appeal in the Supreme Court if he feels that any of the fundamental rights which has been given to him has been violated. That means it has been breached. Any person or a citizen or an institution can file a petition in order to avail justice in the view of public interest. That means when he or she or any particular institution or a person feels that something is going wrong, with the viewpoint of of being available for the justice of the public point of view for the entire place or a locality, then a petition can be filed in Supreme Court. And such type of litigation which is filed in Supreme Court is considered as PIL, which is named as public interest litigation. That means the name itself suggests that it is for the public of entire locality. It is not for some private persons, but it is for everyone. The Supreme Court interprets the Constitution and advises the President and the Parliament in the same regards. It also enjoys the power to review the judgment passed by any of the lower courts. The Supreme Court solves the disputes between the citizen and the government, between states and between the center and the state. So, here the Supreme Court interprets the law and advises the President and the Parliament to do the same in the regards of it. It has a power to change the decision or the judgment which is passed by the lower courts. And when there are some sort of disputes between the citizen of the nation and the government, or among the states, or between the center and the states, the Supreme Court holds the dignity, holds the right to solve the disputes between the same. To understand this, we have to study the example which we will be solving in the very next class. So, dear students, you can go through the same part of the chapter which we covered today, and the PDF of unit number 3 is what you will receive very soon. Thank you and have a nice day.